Woke up this morning.
This morning,
Get some
got some
gabagool.
gabagool.
There was only one thing that we could have quoted to
I
start
know.
this. We were both singing it off screen.
Our a lot of times, viewers, listeners. I'm still in podcast mode.
Yeah.
We are, we chat for a little bit off mic. It's usually about heavy topics.
Yeah.
I've been in a much better headspace very recently, though. Send positive vibes and everything to my wife. She started her new full-time job, and it has been physically exhausting for her.
Oh
So
no.
yeah. I mean, well, she talked about it. She was talking to me about it like before. She was in childcare for a number of years and then got out of childcare, and really she has been having a pretty easygoing. I don't mean that in like a mental way, but like physically an easygoing gig. Like she was working at a desk job for a year, and then even when she was watching um, our daughter and then another little girl, it was a lot easier than taking care of like 10 kids in a classroom, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot less physically active. So now she's gotten thrown into the fire and has been physically exhausted. It's like it's like if you're not used to working retail and then all of a sudden you have to stand for a 7-hour shift, you know what I
Yo,
mean? It's like
it's no
that
joke.
type of like, no, it's exhausting. So I've been taking care of her. So just send positive vibes for her as she goes through
Aw.
this first week. It's been hard.
Yeah, that's very kind. I know that feeling. Like I remember starting every new retail job after like, even being out of work for like a couple of months. You do that first shift and you're like, "Oh my god, how how do I do this?"
I'm hoping that it adjusts much more quickly for her tonight, So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was rough for me even just starting like I'm at a desk now just like sitting all day, but the I have to get up at like 5 a.m. So like that I have never had to get up so early for a job. And those first couple of weeks was like I may never fully wake up again. I'm just gonna be like half asleep my whole life. I
Well, then
was
you get used to it
Oh
after a
yeah,
while.
totally. I have since then, but like those first couple of weeks were gnarly. I was like stopping at freaking like
Did
I
you
was
stop to get some gabagool?
I was getting some gabagool. I was relying way
You
too
woke up that
much.
morning, got some gabagool.
I barely woke up. I woke halfway up, and I had to get some caffeine. And I don't even do like I'd hate the taste of coffee, but like I'm usually like a tea guy. I'll do a little bit of that, but I was getting like what do they call it? It's a freaking okay, it's no secret that we live in PA, but like Wawa and Sheets have like those refresher things where it's like caffeine spiked lemonades and stuff, and I was getting those in the morning and just to function. But yeah, best of luck to her. That is gnarly. So is she back at a 10 kid classroom?
Yeah, but she has a co-teacher.
Okay.
So it is helpful, but yeah,
Still.
it's a lot. So send positive vibes her way.
Yeah.
She could definitely use some encouragement, and doing my best to help her. Like making sure she doesn't even have to think about dinner. Dinner will be ready for her. Like a good house husband that I am.
Yeah. Way of the house
Dinner's ready
husband.
for her. Yeah, so that's going on. The one thing before I get into any of the experience stuff for myself and your experience, I have one cool, like, not really announcement, but like kind of announcement.
Okay.
The podcast hit 100,000 downloads
Hell yeah. That's not
today,
nothing.
right?
If those were all subscribers on YouTube, you'd be getting sent a plaque.
Seriously. Well, I mean, subscribe. Yeah, but nowhere near that. 1,000. Actually, since I last checked, it's gone up 37, which is 37, which is crazy.
Nice. Congrats. 100,000
No Kevin Smith on that one.
downloads.
All right. Yeah. Now.
Clerks.
37.
Okay. Took me a second. I've only seen it once.
But now, to be fair, there is unique downloads and IAB downloads. The IAB ones are the ones that vet out all of the bot downloads. Like trawlers and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
And if I vet out all the bot ones, it goes down to 62,000.
Damn, that's excessive. That's a lot.
So now, though, with that said, in the last, I want to say 3 or 4 years, that has. So before, you could almost count on every day the bot downloads would be double what the regular IAB downloads were.
Yeah.
Now it is significantly better. They've they've done a much better job at filtering out those downloads. So I probably technically get even more downloads.
Yeah.
But they got rid of the bot ones, which I'm okay with. I don't mind that. The bot downloads really like that huge like 38,000 difference. That is mainly like pre 2021. So like the last bit prior to that was like the last 3 or 4 years have all been just straight like it might be like. So actually I can for example, today the IAB downloads let's see, for November 3rd, or no, sorry, yesterday, from the day I released my episode, which was technically Sunday the 2nd, but a lot of times, excuse me, by the time the people download everything, it doesn't really hit till Monday. So yesterday, I guess, I had 147 downloads with 112 distinct listeners. Today I have 85 downloads with 27 distinct listeners. When I turn on unique, it's 154 downloads. It doesn't give me the distinct listeners, and 107 for today, which actually hold on. Today there's actually a bit of a difference. It's 85 on IAB for today's downloads and 107 for unique. So like a 20 download difference, which is still a lot less than it used to be, where it literally would be like double for a while. So still, I'll take what I can. 100,000 downloads is awesome. I'm very happy with that, whether it's bots or otherwise. Even so, 62,000 of non-bots I will happily take as well. So, yeah, it's been cool to see, and like in general, like the download numbers have been a lot higher the last couple episodes. Like I would say I'm averaging probably around 130 to 140 downloads per episode.
That's awesome, cool. Though. I mean, 6 figures. Like that's 100,000 times somebody, whether bot or real human, downloaded your content to digest it.
Yeah. Now, downloads is a whenever someone tells you, I'm talking about in general with internet stats for whether it's YouTube or think of downloads similar to views on YouTube, or like if you ever see stats on YouTube views, it's like if you have 50 views on something, which obviously is like not crazy, but it whatever. But you'll generally get like then you can see where people dip off in the video. Yeah. It's like an 80% drop within the first 2 seconds. Like it's crazy. Which I'm always like, if you didn't want to fucking watch it, why'd you click on it?
I know. I think that all the time because that's usually what it is for me.
But then actually sometimes though, if someone's mouse is hovering over a video on their computer, it will automatically play, which counts as a play. So it's kind of like, so that's probably where it comes from. Someone's mouse hovers over it, that definitely contributes to part of it. Son of a bitch. I hit 200 subscribers on YouTube and I went up to 202 and now I'm back down to 199. So if anyone out there is not subscribed to me on YouTube, go fucking subscribe to get me back up to 200, baby.
Do it now. Also get me up now to 200 because I'm under 100. So do it.
I'm amazed I even got anything because it's like I put so little effort into my YouTube channel. It's taken 10 years to get up to 200. So I'll take it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's the cool news. The
Very cool.
Podcast hit 100,000 downloads.
You're a 6-figure download podcast, and stop trying to undercut yourself.
I'm a 6-figure man, baby.
Hell yeah, I'm a high value man.
Ooh, one last semi-political thing because we were talking about it. The Cincinnati mayor was won by a Democrat named Aftab Parival, who is like he's Indian. I shouldn't say Indian. I'm going to like piss some people royally off because I don't know. Hold on, I can look it up real quick because it's crazy. But the person that he was running against was JD Vance's half brother.
Ew.
Yeah, yeah.
Gross.
So I'll look up what race the dude is because it's actually like it's. Let me see if I can find it. Aftab Pareval, I don't know, is half Punjabi, half Tibetan,
Hmm.
and he beat JD Vance's half brother.
Physically with his fists, I hope.
Oh right.
Wow.
So
Well,
that's
congrats.
that's awesome.
Congrats
shit
all
going on
around.
today.
Well,
And Dick Cheney's gone.
and Dick Cheney fucking died. Oh my god. The world is healing. Oh my
Anyway,
god.
so that's my news to kick off the episode. Not that Dick Cheney died, but something more important than that. I got 100,000 downloads.
Nice. Well, what I would like to talk about straight off the top does involve death, and is unfortunately not one that we want to see. We both grew up in and around the Philly-ish area, and we lost Pierre Robert.
I did not listen to him, so this one didn't actually hit me that hard, unfortunately. But I've seen the outpouring, and it's pretty tragic.
I was devastated. Like I genuinely multiple times over the first 2 days just started crying because I just thought about I'd listened to him my whole life. I don't even live within radio broadcast area of WMMR anymore, and I still will stream, Preston and Steve every now and then, just to be like, I just want to hear those guys again. I want to hear the Bizarre File. I want to hear Pierre coming in like a freaking whirlwind because he's always half an hour late, and their little crossovers, or hearing him do a workforce block, and he was so ingrained in how I digested and discovered a lot of music from a teenager on. I didn't always grow up, or I wasn't always in Philly. I was born in the Pittsburgh area, and then I moved around to freaking Michigan, and then Philly probably around 98. I think we moved from Michigan in 98. So from then on, basically that's almost my whole life. I mean, that's 20 years where it would just I would hear
more than that, over 25.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, I guess since after you moved out of Philly, it might have only been 20 years in the Philly area. But
yeah.
Continue.
But for a consistent time, it was his voice was just so. And well, you know what? I know I don't apologize. I was gonna apologize to anyone not from the area, but I can't understate how, or I can't overstate how important and how impactful his voice was. He was, for those who don't know, he was a radio DJ for this rock radio station near us for 40 years. I think he just did his 40-year.
Started in 88.
Yeah.
In 88. So 98, 08, 18. It was almost 40 years. He would have hit 40 in 3 years. So
wait, I thought it was 81 that he started.
Oh, was it? If it was 81, then yeah, it's been 40.
Yeah. But yeah, he was just he was always had this crazy, he was kind of a long-haired hippie guy, and he was always very cool, very cool. What good citizen, good citizen, where do you hail from? What village do you hail from? He'd always come on and go, great day in the morning. And I just I actually have personal memories of interacting with him that I would love to share, because I actually tried to call in to MMR when they did 2 straight days where they were we are not doing any of our normal programming. We are just remembering our friend and processing it. And they all cried and laughed and told stories, and they had callers in all day. People were on hold for hours just to show their support for this guy. And the support came in from rock legends from across the globe, freaking Bon Jovi.
I saw wrote about.
Yeah, Bon Jovi and The Offspring, who will become more relevant in one of my stories. Um, uh, what is it? Glenn, I forget his first name. Glenn Nash, whoever was Nash of Crosby, Stills and Nash,
Mm-hmm.
called in. They had like the singer of Shinedown on. They had Billy Corrigan on, who like talked about great things about him, and he was just a walking encyclopedia, and was so passionate about music, and that's all he lived and breathed music, and uh God, I'm gonna miss hearing his little quips and lines and stuff. But so I was gonna call in because I wanted to share some things, but second second to that, I want to share some things here and process this out loud because like I this is one of my like maybe top five like hardest. I'm gonna call him a celebrity. He's a local celebrity. Deaths
Mm-hmm.
that I've personally had to deal with. Um, and the first one, I have three stories I want to share. The first one is like short, but also like is more about him and who he was as a professional. I remember one time I was probably in my late teens, early 20s, and I was like kind of hipster about music at that point. And I was like, man, I hate Metallica. They're so overrated. Blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was listening to. I had just gotten like a drive-through of I think McDonald's. I don't even know why I remember what I got. And I was sitting in the parking lot, and I was listening to MMR, and he came on, and I was eating my burger and fries, and probably not milkshake actually because the ice cream machines are always broken.
Mm-hmm.
And he came on, and he said, "All right, I'm gonna play a song. Imagine." Get the fuck out of here, bot spam. Um,
Oh, well,
I'm telling a heartfelt story about loss and love and music and metal. But so Pierre comes on and he goes, I'm going to play a song right now. And imagine a world where Metallica is not the big smash hit success. I know you've heard this song a million times. Imagine it's 1980 whatever when this song came out. You're hearing it for the first time. Like close your eyes, listen to the each instrument, listen to the lyrics, listen to James Hetfield's voice as an instrument. And he goes on and kind of waxes poetic about that. And I got so into it. I was like, okay, all right. If anything's going to do it, it's going to be this. And I sat there in my little shitty 1990 Chevy Corsica at the time before I crashed it with my eyes closed. And he played Enter Sandman. I shared this with MMR and on my personal page. And I incorrectly credited it as Master of Puppets, but it was Enter Sandman. And he played it, and I literally got into the mindset of like I'm hearing this for the first time, not the 101st time. And
mm-hmm.
man, it got me in, and I was like, shit, this song is amazing. I think I like Metallica now. And it was just like it's so like that's who Pierre was. Like he the way that he could get you to. Oh my god, now I'm not going to falsely attribute like the experience point to him, but like the way that he just lived and loved for sharing experiences, specifically with music, is like maybe an indirect inspiration for me to for doing
Well,
this.
it speaks to you. I think something I think something that is very underrepresented in today's world is true passion.
Mm,
Um, if you're passionate about something, a lot of times that people will, give you like a weird side eye, being like, "Oh, that's so cringy. You like that so much. Why do you like that so much?"
yeah.
And it's a thing that happens all the time still, and uh, I think that it's seeing someone who is so unabashedly themselves and so
Yes.
unabashedly in love with whatever it may be. It doesn't have like Pierre's love was music, right? Like that clearly is what he adored. Um, but when you meet someone who's so like unironically un like not unbiased, like unironically, unaffected real,
Unapologetically.
like you know, like unapologetically. That's the word. Unironically, unapologetically in love with something. It draws you into.
Yeah, it's
Um,
infectious.
Passion is infectious, and it is a damn shame that too often the world will try to rob you of that passion over something because it's like, oh, it's cringy to like this. You know, why do you know you don't like you like this too much or whatever it may be, right? And it's frustrating that the world is even like that at all. It really doesn't need to be, and it shouldn't be, but it is. And so when you meet someone like that who doesn't give a fuck, who and not in like a shitty way, like I think sometimes people correlate like I don't give a fuck with like, well, I'm just going to do what's best for me, and that clearly was not Pierre.
Right.
Never the type of person to do only what's best for him.
Yeah. No, not at all.
And I think that resonates with people more and more as we get older, as time goes on, and we like see kind of like more of what our world has become and is becoming and all this other stuff. It when you see someone who's just unapologetically enthusiastic about something, unapologetically passionate about something, it resonates a lot more than just saying, oh, I like this. And I think that's important. I think you need more people like that. I like Brendan Lee Mulligan from Dropout, and you know, plays D&D and all that other stuff like on Dimension 20. One of the things he says, he's like, don't afraid to be cringy. Like being cringy is what gets people to watch you, because like, yeah, it's cringy because they maybe they like, because you're actually showing that you care about something, but don't feel bad about that. Let yourself feel something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I respect the shit out of people who are willing to be unapologetically enthusiastic about something, even if maybe I don't get it or whatnot. As long as obviously that thing doesn't hurt anybody, but that's a different that's a different thing. But yeah, so it's no wonder he was so beloved and he is missed, because he just loved music and he wanted to share that love of music, which I read your story about, which I'll let you share.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not going to take that, but like, yeah, it's just that type of shit. It's infectious, and it's a damn shame that he's gone.
Yeah. Infectious is right. I've been hearing his laugh in my head. Just he had this like boisterous like like just loud infectious laugh, and yeah, the passion, like his energy, he was somehow so energetic and chill at the same time. Like he so my second story, which is one that you read probably on Facebook. I went to an Offspring concert here. Just a call back to them one time with a bunch of our mutual friends. Who I won't name, but from the Pizza Tuesday days, I'll say. And
I see how it is. Once again, going to concerts without me, Andrew.
I'm sure.
I see how it is.
I'm sure someone or all of us invited you and you declined. Or couldn't make it. I don't know.
I promise you, no one invited me. I'm not a big Offspring fan, so I'm not heartbroken. But I shouldn't say I'm not a big Offspring fan. I don't know them well enough. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm just busting your balls.
Well, they're in my top 10, maybe even 5. I've what?
Sorry, real quick. Just to make it so people don't think I'm actually pissed. You have invited me to see Mega Ran before. We've gone to Mega Ran together. So
and
like, you
Cybertronics
take
free.
Me out. You take me out. You make me feel pretty.
I do, and he always puts out.
I do. Because I'm a gentleman.
Yeah. And don't you know, if you take someone out, you are then entitled to their body. This is now an Andrew Tate podcast. I hate sharing the first name with him. I fucking hate it. He doesn't deserve to be an Andrew.
He doesn't deserve the moniker of Andrew.
Yeah. Anyway. So it's 2012. Days Go By. Their one album had just come out. It's the Days Go By tour. both of the openers cancel because it is, when I say heavy downpour, I mean like monsoon in your lagoon, like walls of water. And this was at Festival Pier, which WMMR people lovingly call Festival Pierre in memory of, or not in memory, but in honor of Pierre. And I think they're probably going to start a petition to actually rename it that now. But it was torrential downpour. So if you don't know, that venue is outside. There's the stage, and there's like everything is open. It was like heavy, so we were weighed down with the weight of the water hitting us, and it was awesome. Both of the opening bands, maybe there was two, there was at least one, obviously, canceled, and then Offspring came out and were like, "You're here to watch music, so we're gonna play music." And they played like a set and a half. They played a bunch of extra songs that they weren't planning to, and we got to just only see the Offspring. It was so sick. And I remember Dexter, the singer, who has a PhD in like molecular engineering or some ridiculousness.
I was going to make a joke and say pussy, but that's a lot better.
He had a PhD in pussy. He probably has that too.
So gross, but kind of funny.
I know. It's so funny to me that like the guy who wrote Pretty Fly for a White Guy also is a doctorate in like molecular biology, and I think like helped create a vaccine for HIV or something like that. Like, it's nuts.
Oh.
It's insane.
He's a fancy boy.
He sure is. He is super fly. But he came out and he was just like, yeah, you know, who cares? You're here to see music. We're going to do what we can. If we get electrocuted, then we all died doing what we loved. And I was like, hell yeah. I still to this day regret not getting a shirt from that show, because it's one of maybe the only concerts I've been to that I didn't buy a shirt. And I remember it being expensive back then too. In 2012, they were like $50, and I was like, ain't nobody got money for that.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, I remember it being like way too much. However much it was way too much. But I would have gladly gone back in time and gotten it. Anyway, it's a torrential downpour. And at some point the pit kind of like parts a little bit, and then in the center of it, everybody is kind of like chanting and bowing and like dancing towards one guy, long matted hair, just like stuck to his body, just having the time of his life, just like going nuts. And it was Pierre Robert. Not there for a sponsored event. He was just there because he loves live music, and I've heard he goes to like everything from like the biggest like sold out stadium shows to like the littlest nothing, rock band shows, like just because that's just who he was. He just goes around the city listening to music, and he was there at the Offspring show. Literally ran into him. Just kind of did like a hey, recognition, and we didn't really talk. It was too loud. But I always remember that night because it was one of the best concerts I've ever seen. I love the Offspring. They crushed it. Playing extra because the bands before them had to dip out because it was like a literal endanger to their lives. It was just super cool. But the other story that you read that I'm going to try not to cry, they were giving away, this is much more recent. I had already moved out of Philly. And so this is probably it was 10 years ago. It was 2015. I remember because I shared the post on Facebook. It was 2015. Pierre was giving away, all week long, he was giving away Rise Against tickets. And they're in my top 10 as well. And at the time, they were the only band in my top 10 that I had not seen live. So every day, I was outside of, like I said, I'm outside of the broadcast range for this radio station now, so I have to listen online. So there's a little bit of a delay. So whenever they were giving things away, I had like a bit of a disadvantage. I used to win stuff all the time from them when I lived there. I don't know if you remember.
I know it was weird.
Yeah, it was super weird. So I was trying to win like every day for like a week, maybe even 2 weeks. They're giving away tickets to this show, and on the last day on that Friday, I snuck away from the job I was at the time, and I like even had it down like to the time, like I could tell when Pierre was getting ready to start giving away the tickets, and then I started calling in, and because I knew he was about to, and I don't remember what the number was. We'll just say it was 15. They want to caller 15. I called. It started ringing. I was like, oh my god, I have a chance. They called and they were like, MMR, you're caller number 16. Sorry, and I was like, oh fuck. So I was so disappointed. I got so close. And then I texted their text line and was like, oh man, I almost got in. You know, I've been trying all week. This is one of my top 10 bands. You know, I'll have to see them when they come closer to me. I'm not in Philly anymore, whatever. Not thinking I get a response. Pierre answers the text line and goes, send me your email. You know, email Pierre at WMMR.com and I'll get you tickets. And I was like, what? And he just did that. And I was like, what the hell? And so I did. He hooked me up with the tickets. Went to the show. It was incredible. Met him. Got a picture with him. I shared the picture on my Facebook. And that was cool enough as it was. But then they were doing these tributes for him the past couple of days, or the past couple of days after he died, and which was a shock to everyone. He was 70, so he was getting up there, but he was in great shape. He went to sleep and didn't wake up. Like that was that. And they're telling all these stories.
That's so fucking wild.
I know. They're telling all these stories, and his producer comes on and is like, yeah, you know, like, or somebody called in and was like, yeah, he, I texted in one time and he just like hooked me up with tickets, and I was always super grateful. And I was like, oh my God, that's exactly what happened to me. And then they start talking about that, and everybody there, you know, like Preston and Steve, like their main morning show and all their producers and stuff, all the people that they brought in are like, what? He did that? And they had no idea. And I was like, what? How is this so much of a secret? Like, they have to have budgets for this. You know, the producers should know about that. He would do it on his own dime.
Wow.
He wasn't using WMMR money to get people to go to these shows, because they're owned by one of the biggest broadcasting companies out there. They probably would have endless budget to do this stuff, but it probably would have gotten turned down. But he would just do it. He would just buy tickets with his real money. So when I heard that, I was like, oh my God. I already had this like story where I was like remembering that and talking to him afterwards and feeling so grateful, and him just being like, yeah, I wanted to help you out, man. You know, just being his he didn't expect anything in return. And God, to find out that he was just doing this out of his own pocket.
Just doing it for free. Just because.
Fuck.
Like, that's wild.
Yeah. So, and nobody knew. He was like, they would do it. His producer was the only one who knew. He was like, he would do it all the time. All the time. Because he just wanted to share live music. He just wanted people to experience the music that they loved. And God, I don't want to, you know, I could talk about him for the rest of the night, but yeah, very devastating. I know maybe it sounds stupid because I met him a couple times, sure, but I didn't really like know him. But when you hear somebody's voice for 20 plus years, for hours and hours a day, you become close to them. You know, you feel like you are. There's
it's the parasocial relationship.
Yeah. So
it's the reason why, like, when certain what is it? When there's certain, how can I put this? When there are people who, when a TV actor or someone dies, especially, not so much anymore, but I'm talking like pretty much anything from the aughts and earlier, before streaming.
Right.
That shit hit a lot harder because you weren't just going out to a theater to see them. You invited them into your home.
Yeah. And a lot of times you were sitting down, like, with your family, you know. to share that
maybe
together.
eating dinner in front of the TV, like maybe breaking bread, whether they knew it or not.
Yeah.
And so you have that, and then you have someone like radio disc jockeys and whatnot, who literally are with you in your everyday commutes. You spend hours with them. It's like, it's imagine, commuting. Dude, you and I became friends because we commuted to Montco together.
Right.
Shouldn't anyway. We commuted to college together.
Yeah.
And that built a connection, built a friendship. And now imagine that same type of thing, but now with one person as well, but it's just they're not actually physically there. They're in the fucking, they're a radio person, radio voice. But yeah, it's like all over the place though. Like it's you build a relationship with them whether you realize it or not.
Yeah.
It's just a fact of the matter with it,
Yeah. So that's been heavy on my heart lately. As has been this Halloween. This is on a much lower level, but this one still hit me too. It's been 5 years since MF Doom died, who was my favorite rapper. Did you know? Do you know MF Doom at all? He was the one who wore
Not even in the slightest.
Okay,
even in the slightest.
He would. He was the one who like wore the mask.
I know the mask.
I was gonna say you may know the mask if you searched it up, but he was my favorite rapper.
I've seen the mask.
He was incredible. His flow was ridiculous. Obviously, a lot of nerd references. His whole thing was, he was basically Dr. Doom inspired. And it was 5 years since he left. And actually, there was like this cool thing near me called Doomsday, where they did like a big tribute party for him. And I was like, that's awesome. And I wanted to go to it, but it was a night I had other stuff going on. But yeah. Last thing I'll share before throwing it over to you on a much lighter note. With death comes new life. And I have finally gotten pregnant. No,
after my snip didn't stick and it's we're pregnant, baby.
Turns out it's because I have a womb. I am now with child, and his name will be MF Doom Pierre Robert.
My new name is Womb Drew Kinsey.
Yeah. 60% of the time works every time. What's up, Parallax?
What's up, Parallax?
I just stopped crying, so welcome to the tear bath. The new life that I refer to is I know you saw and liked, which I appreciate. I have finally revealed the face of the Experience Point, my mascot slash fursona, maybe. Bite the Shark. I wish I had a little like graphic of him to put up on the screen right now. Check out my Instagram.
Why don't you?
What?
Why don't you do better?
I don't know. I wasn't expecting to talk about him on here, but I can. It would just be.
It's Talk Tuesday. You have a new mascot to talk about, and you're like, I don't think I'm going to talk about the new mascot that I experienced on Talk Tuesday.
I know.
Killing me, Smalls.
Well, we also never do. I figured I'd mention him, but we also never do like graphics or anything. But check out.
There's literally graphics behind us on the screen right now.
I know that don't change, but I don't ever. I don't do supplemental materials like that.
I'm just fucking with you.
Everybody, and
I'm giving you a hard time.
Yeah, just giving me guff, just yanking my chain and licking my balls.
Got some gabagool.
Get the gabagool, and I can.
Gabagool.
It's an intentional marketing ploy to drive people to the social media. So go check out the Experience Point Instagram, and you can see my son. I did a pretty cool, if I do say so myself, little couple of teaser graphics and reveal where it kind of looks like I got the sketch layer, and it kind of looks like the it's being drawn on, and then he gets like spray painted in with color, and it's pretty dope. I got an excellent artist named Neko Tenshi 2003, which is the most Sonic style artist name I've ever heard. To do it. Is it a rocket ship mascot? No, I don't think so. I'm missing a joke here. But no, he's a shark because sharks. He's also a ninja. He's also a graffiti artist. I put all of my favorite things into this character. And penis joke. Okay.
Sorry, it's pronounced penis.
Penis. The pen is
the joke. The pen is the joke.
The pen is the joke. This is not a pen. Kore wa pen desu. Anyway, yeah, expect to see plenty more from our buddy Bite the Shark.
Bite. I love it.
Yeah. Very excited to not use AI. Very excited to commission a real artist and pay them real dollars and get a real work of art. And she crushed it and worked with my
It
very
looks great.
Thanks. There's even more to show. Like I got a bunch of stuff. Like I'm gonna use. I got like different emotions to use for emotes and stuff, and a bunch like a whole character turnaround, a bunch of different poses. He's even got some secrets that you will all have to see later. I have more to show, but I'm very proud of him. He is the embodiment of the experience point, and also me. And he's my son, and I can't wait to get a plushie of him or a little vinyl figure or something because he's fucking rad. Anyway, we've talked about death. We've talked about new life with my firstborn. What have you experienced this week, Josh?
So since it's been 2 weeks since we did Talk Tuesday,
these
you weren't feeling well last week.
Oh my God, yeah.
Know who else wasn't feeling well last week?
Whomst?
My daughter.
Oh.
She had one of the worst cases of strep throat
Yeah.
I have ever seen.
I remember you
when
telling
the
me.
doctor did the cotton swab to like test the back of her throat. There was a little bit of blood.
Yeah.
Like it was that raw.
Mm-hmm.
She actually just took her last dose of amoxicillin today, so she is in the clear. She is healed from the strep throat.
Damn.
So that's been absolutely brutal.
Yeah, it's gnarly. I used to get that all the time as a kid. Poor thing.
Other than that, let's see here. Stuff that I've experienced. I'm replaying for the podcast. It won my Patreon poll. Gravity Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I love that game.
My Vita. Dude, it's so good. It still holds up. It's
Yeah.
fun. The world is kind of empty. I can't be too mad at it. It's a PS Vita
Yeah.
game, so you know what it is. And then speaking of polls, real quick, according to Decision Desk HQ, Mamdani won New York, baby.
Nice. I didn't have much
Bio-
doubt, but it's always
Neither
nice
did
to
I,
see.
But he and well, even if everyone, all the crazies were like asking Sliwa to drop out, and he refused to, even with Sliwa's vote in, it's
Jojo
not even
Sliwa.
fucking close. Jojo Sliwa. Anyway, just that was
Nice.
That's a nice little thing. So I've been playing that, which has been a lot of fun. Not a sponsor, but I have been downing these motherfuckers like crazy. Clancy's pub style pretzels.
Whoa.
That's what I've experienced this week.
Okay.
These things are amazing. My wife went shopping on Saturday, and I finished this bag yesterday.
I can't believe Tom Clancy made pretzels.
And this bold and zesty pretzel seasoned with garlic and onion. Like,
Oh, hell yeah. I am such a slut for like flavored pretzels. I don't love I like pretzels, but like give me like a honey mustard and onion, like the Snyder's like honey mustard and onion ones. Give me like a freaking
that
like
sounds good.
buffalo blue cheese pretzel, garlic parm. That sounds really good. Oh man.
It's making me hungry.
I know.
I shouldn't be this hungry.
Is the bag empty?
Oh yeah, that bag is empty. There's a second one downstairs though that I
Nice.
have not. I'm afraid to open because it'll probably be done very quickly.
Parallax, yes, same. The honey mustard Snyder's are the best. Like the pieces. Oh,
Oh, it's so good.
I have also
Um,
eaten a family size in a day.
oh yeah, sorry, I just got another. Yeah, Mamdani definitely won from a source I trust now, not just on Blue Sky.
Nice.
Fuck yeah, man. It's and apparently all three of the PA state Supreme Court justices got reelected as well. So that was
Nice.
another clean sweep. Like so far out of all the major races, I don't think a single Republican has won. Like there's obviously smaller ones that have won
Yeah.
because that but like, and I saw a graphic on Threads. Every single county in Virginia shifted to the left. Even the ones that voted majority like Republican, like that, or voted majority red, still saw a shift where they didn't have as much sway as they did in 2024.
Damn.
That's crazy.
And for Virginia too. Like
Every single county, every single one. That's crazy.
that's awesome.
Anyway,
Silver linings.
So I've been experiencing Gravity Rush, experiencing pub pretzels, experiencing dealing with a sick kid, experiencing my wife's first week at work, which has been crazy. I've also you all know I've been reading a lot recently. So
Yeah.
I did finish the most recent, the third book of the Wheel of Time series. That is all done. I finished that one. I'm taking a break because the fourth book is 1,000 pages.
Right.
And, yeah, I'm gonna take my time with that
Yeah.
one. I'm gonna wait a little bit. At the very least, I'm not gonna pick it up from borrow it from my uncle until this weekend at the earliest.
Is your
Even
uncle
then,
a
I might wait
magician?
a little bit. Did you see something?
No. Maybe.
Because the other book I read was
Yeah.
The Magician's Nephew.
I did. I did. See. Well, I knew that you
Did
were
I-
doing Narnia in between, but I just lucked out that happened
Yeah.
to be the one.
Yeah, so
That's cool.
So, yeah,
Then those are
I'm not
way
sent to
shorter,
it.
right?
Oh my god, extremely so. Like,
Yeah. Oh, I could just tell by the girth of
first
it
off,
compared to the.
like this is only about 200 pages compared to it was 576 was the last one I read, and then even like the text is like significantly bigger.
Oh,
And
okay.
the book literally the page size is smaller, the text is bigger, and there's less pages.
So
Like,
you're-
it's like on all fronts.
Burning through it.
And well, I already finished it.
Nice.
And
During-
then I started straight up to
The-
Chronicles of Narnia.
During the course of this episode, you finished
Sure.
this book.
Sorry, not I started up in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So I'm gonna finish that as well before I switch over to anything else. Because it's not long. I've only really I haven't even been reading it that much, and I've read like 5 chapters in like 2 days, and I didn't read at all
Dang.
today. So the chapters aren't that long, but it is funny. Parallax and Parallax hopped onto my Discord. I have a movie night channel where periodically I'll stream whatever, usually stuff that I'm watching for the podcast, like for my movie podcasts. Which actually I just thought about it. I have to do. I'm recording this Friday a Muppet Christmas Carol episode.
That's my
So-
favorite Muppet movie.
So I might be streaming that in Discord, though I know it's a little bit early because it's not even Thanksgiving. But that's how recording do. We record way early.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, that's also
So,
they're already playing freaking Mariah Carey. So Halloween is over, which means it's time for Christmas, apparently, according to American capitalism.
Europe. So what is it? So I don't know what night I want to watch it. It's either going to be tomorrow night or Thursday night. I got to figure that out. But I'm recording that soon. But Parallax and I, the last 2 nights, we watched The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe over 2 nights. And I'm not talking about the 2005
Oh no.
Disney movie. I'm talking about the 1988 BBC made
Yes.
for television movie
With the puppets.
with people in fucking beaver suits
Oh,
and
the beavers.
and pu- and Aslan as a fucking like it was like the horse costume, like two dudes in a
Yup.
costume, and the head is animatronic, but like everything is like rudimentary animatronics, and yeah, we watch. I didn't realize how long it was.
7 hours.
I remember watching it a ton as a kid. It's 2 hours and 58 minutes.
That's-
but it was a mini episode. Sorry, it was a mini series. So technically, it was like
Oh, okay.
6 episodes that were like I just watched them all together. But like 3 hours for like an 8-year-old is a long fucking time.
Yeah. That's
and
absurd.
I just watched it like crazy. I loved it. So it's all on YouTube for free, and we watched the entire thing. We watched 3/4 of it, or we watched 2/3. We watched 2/3 of it on Sunday, and we watched the last third last night. And it still fucking rules. As much the ending is a little bit underwhelming, but like no, like I'm serious too. Like the performances are better than they have any right to be. Here's something that's crazy. You want to see something crazy? Hold on. Let me look up Narnia BBC. If I look up the TV series for Narnia, that the actor who plays Mr. Beaver is a dude named Kerry Shale.
Mm-hmm.
Kerry Shale, he's a Canadian actor but based in London. He has done a lot of film work. He was in Little Shop of Horrors. Oh shit, he was in a James Bond movie, but he did the voice of Necros, like the henchman in The Living Daylights. That's crazy.
Still beaving.
So then here's the crazy thing though. That man is also a voice actor in video games.
Huh.
Which I had no idea. Like the beaver
Yeah.
from the Chronicles of Narnia BBC movie. He is
Big beaver cock.
he is the voice of Fuse in Space Channel 5 Part 2.
Whoa.
He's the voice of Werner von Croy in the Tomb Raider Last Revelation, Tomb Raider Chronicles. He is the voice of Chrysitis in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. He is what else? There's a whole bunch. He's done it. Like he's Lex Luthor in Little Big Planet 2 and Little Big Planet PS Vita. That's
What?
bizarre. Yeah.
That's funny. Say
hold
one
on.
that I know.
I already did Tomb Raider. Come on.
I've never played any of the Tomb Raider games.
But you know what Tomb Raider is.
Yeah.
He's also in Black Myth Wukong.
Oh. I gotta play that.
He's Shen Monkey and he's Chen Long and Crane Immortal in that. He is
Prolific.
Wow.
Dang.
He's done a ton of stuff, man. Like I was just looking at Wikipedia before, which is why I didn't see as much. He's in Harvestella from Square Enix. He's been in a bunch of the Lego Star Wars, like the Lego games.
He played a bunch of roles in Thomas the Tank Engine, according to Parallax. That's so funny.
A bunch of roles in Thomas the Tank
Which
Engine.
I've heard is the original books are post-apocalyptic. Is that an internet rumor? Or is there any truth to that?
You know what? I could ask Slade from there's a pod. I can't remember the name of his podcast. I feel so bad.
Slade
I
Wilson.
don't remember the name of it. But he was a big fan of not Horizon. Sorry, he was a big fan of Thomas. He also did voice Horizon, a character named Grist in Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, okay. Now I know. Yep.
So but he's just been around. Like he doesn't do just voiceover work. He does a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
and
that's
it was
wild.
just kind of fucking crazy seeing the beaver from the BBC, Lion the Witch and the Wardrobe, has had a really prolific voiceover career.
Yeah. Mad Max on the rails. I think you mean Snowpiercer, Parallax. It's Mad Max, but instead of heat, it's cold. Yeah, that's wild. So I remember they force us to watch that version of Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe when I was sent to the Christian private school for a couple years in like middle school, and I thought that was hell. Like I hated it so much. I hated it, and I remember specifically there's a one scene where Aslan goes, "I will show you a mighty roar," and he literally goes.
You cut out. Oh, there you are. Okay.
It's so bad. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it though. What year did that come out?
1988.
Oh my god, a year before me. Us.
The voiceover work for Aslan is not good. I will not. I'm not even going to try to defend that. I will actually defend the practical effects they did with a lot of the stuff. Like considering the budget that they had, specifically like the evil witch. The wicked. I was going to say the Wicked Witch of the West, but that's not what it is.
The Wicked Witch of the Wardrobe.
Queen. Yeah, right. The evil queen, like her costume and everything is fucking amazing.
Huh.
Her performance is insane, but it's funny. Like when you read, like I'm rereading the book, right, and seeing her performance and reading the text that's on the actual like dialogue in the book, her performance isn't that like over the top. Actually, it's crazy. It's interesting. Like it was fun to watch.
How could you be better than Tilda Swinton though?
Oh, I mean Tilda Swinton's better. Let's be real. But like, and also yes, Parallax, the wolf guy had the best roar. The dude, I forgot about that. Like, there's a dude dressed up as a wolf. He plays Morgrim, the queen's like the head of the Queen's Guard, pretty much. He's a wolf, but it's just a dude in like a wolf suit. And he's literally just going Rah! As loud as he possibly can. It's unhinged. It's
Dang.
crazy.
I'm gonna get a suit of that guy. I'm gonna cosplay that guy and go to a furry convention.
I'm gonna see if I can find a picture and send it to you.
Oh, man.
It's crazy.
You know what I just realized? When speaking of furries and speaking of sending me pictures, you are your input is through Discord, so you could share your screen at any time and show me whatever you want. Including, I could have been like, "Hey, could you please pull up the reveal of Bite the Shark?" And I wouldn't have to like bring in a new input and figure out how to do it through OBS, which is barely hanging on, by the way, through duct tape and dreams.
What's going on? What?
I was saying earlier when I was like, I don't have a graphic like to just pull up and show at the drop of a hat for Bite the Shark. And I was like, wait, you're on Discord. Like you could share your screen and pull something up and it would work like instantly.
Yes. Your point.
Well, I was saying you could have done that. I should have had the forethought to have been like, hey, can you pull this up? And you were like,
it's your artwork. I shouldn't have to pull it up.
I know, but I'm saying I am unprepared. Rather than me stopping everything and pulling stuff in, you could literally just do it right now. Or I could have been like, hey, could you pull this up real quick? Because I forgot to set it up. Or when you were like, oh, I got to send you this thing. I want to show something. You could like just, you can share your screen.
Well, I will do so. I will share a picture of Bite the Shark, but first you're going to have to you're going to have to stomach seeing the wolf.
Okay. I will pay the tax. I will pay the wolf tax. Josh has become the on-air producer.
Okay. Found the clip. Let me share my screen real quick. I don't know how it's going to appear on stream, so this should be interesting.
Okay.
All right, let's see. I'm going to see what it looks like on my end.
I see
Okay.
dark shapes.
All right. Can you hear the music?
Oh God, yes I can.
Is that loud? Okay, let me turn it down.
No, it's not loud. I just that goat thing scared me. What was that?
You wouldn't dare.
It's a dog that's turned into stone.
Cold.
Oh.
That's it, stone. Yeah, you can't hurt me. What a
He's a-
stupid thing to do. It was
That's
stone
Edmund. He's
blood
kind of a
that
piece
came
of
to
shit.
life.
Okay.
Cut your head off.
Okay. Wow, this is actually like the Freyweek's not awful of this.
Yeah. It looks like I'm now interviewing the movie The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Okay, here comes the Wolfman.
Okay. Let's hope we don't get flagged from copyright for this freaking music.
I don't think we're talking over. We're doing a description.
Yeah.
Plus, it's for free on YouTube, and it's still up there.
Yeah, that's true.
Here he comes.
It's just an old stone wolf.
Just an old stone wolf. Oh, man.
Who's there?
Ew.
Stand still, stranger, and tell me who you are.
Ew! Oh, I'm gonna throw up.
My name is Morgrim.
I remember this.
Secret police. Why are you here?
I'm a son of Adam.
Nightmares.
I met Her Majesty in the woods the other day, and I've come to tell her that my brother and sisters are now in Narnia.
There's one other clip I have to play of him, just because it's specifically what Parallax was talking about.
Yeah.
I will tell Her Majesty. You stand still right there and don't move as you value your life.
Okay, so your life.
Your life.
So this is where they find out Lucy's friend, Mr. Tumnus, has been taken by the Queen's secret police, and this is a letter written by that wolf, and this is
Okay.
what it just ready. Here it comes.
Is under arrest and awaiting trial on a charge of high treason against Her Imperial Majesty Jardis, Queen of Narnia, Chatelaine of Cair Paravel,
Empress of the Lone Island.
Oh, my God.
Of comforting Her Majesty's enemies, of harboring spies, and, above all, of fraternizing with humans. Signed by me, Morgrim, Captain of the Secret Police. Long live the Queen!
It's so unhinged.
I hate it
It
with
is-
all my soul.
It is so unhinged, my dude. It is insane.
What a time to be alive.
Okay, give me just a moment, and I will bring up. It's on Instagram, right?
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm going to just start using that clip as like a reaction image. Just. Ah! They didn't even do anything, like any kind of effects on his voice. He's just a man yelling.
That's literally all it is. And that's what is so.
I remember the Aslan roar too being very similar and underwhelming.
Actually, what's funny is the Aslan roar is so much more subdued than what you just.
Right, yeah, he's like. "Rah."
It's just a.
It's like a yawn.
All right. Hold on. I don't know if I can like. I don't know how this is. That's loud. Does it? How does it look? I can't tell.
I can't see anything. I think you're back, but you're not showing your screen.
It says I'm sharing my screen.
Not to me.
Hold on. All right. Why is it not? That's so weird where that worked the first time.
Only one. You get one free screen share per stream.
Apparently, like I'm sharing my screen right now.
That's okay. At this point, I should probably just figure out how to do it. I don't want to do it on air. Well,
Right.
I'll figure it out another time.
All right. Oh, there we go. So anyway, brah.
Wow. Well,
that's
so
so
you have
fucking
experienced true suffering, I see. Uh, well,
So yes, that's what I've experienced this week.
nice. The Uncanny Valley.
What are you talking about? It's fine.
Wild. Absolutely wild take. I can't. That's going to be in my nightmares.
It's so here. Let me put it this way. I think the reason I like that one so much, it's one, nostalgia. Like a lot of nostalgia
Sure.
for it. Not gonna deny that has a major part of it. But the other part I actually think is that there's like this earnestness to it. Like it's not. They didn't set it out to be bad. It's just a byproduct of having no budget and it's a TV movie, right?
Yeah.
Made for TV film. So you put all that together, and it's just like every character is like really earnestly trying to perform. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel like they're phoning it in.
It's like The Room.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's like The Room. Yeah, very much so.
You're tearing me apart, Aslan! Well, how about some news? It's old news at this point, but Halo Campaign Evolved was announced.
Mm-hmm.
Halo 1 remake, my favorite Halo. Not what I consider the best one. I still think the best one is 3. I know you have thoughts about that, but my favorite Halo.
I have to replay it.
It looks pretty cool. Doesn't quite have the art style, the art direction, because it's Unreal, so everything is just photorealism. It looks pretty cool. I think there are some things that they could tweak to make it look a little bit more, I don't know, stand out a little bit. The visual language of the first Halo game has such a very specific feel that I don't know if going full realism is necessarily the way to go. But it's still very early on. I like what I've seen, and it's also going to be the first Halo game on PlayStation.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
fucking
wild.
weird.
It's so wild.
Microsoft, it really frustrates me that they started so strong in the original Xbox and 360 era, and then they just kind of said fuck it. Like once the Xbox One kind of like didn't do as well as they were hoping it to do, they just said, who cares? Let's stop trying. Because you look at like the early Xbox One stuff, there's some really good games on the Xbox One.
Oh,
that are,
yeah.
like exclusives to fucking what is it?
Phantom Dust is what you're thinking of.
No, I'm not talking about original Xbox.
Oh.
I'm talking about Xbox One. It's
Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That game fucking rules.
That game is awesome.
Recore is actually a pretty decent indie game on it.
Recore was fun.
The Ori games the Ori games start out on it. Like there's some decent Xbox One games. But like they really just kind of were like they had bad marketing to start off with. They didn't, even though the Xbox One is pretty much where all like everything they are doing, they wanted to do with the Xbox One is happening now. Like it has been happening for years.
Yeah.
Like they were just ahead of the curve, and like Sony like Trojan horsed all the shit that Xbox did into their things, and we just the always online thing, the always online thing, the always listening thing. It really, and the no borrowing games really kind of fucked them over.
Oh, totally.
And then now it's like a common thing. It's so hard to borrow games,
Mm-hmm.
trade games on system. I shouldn't say it's so hard. You can still do it for the most part, but like the always online thing is very much like a thing now.
Yeah.
That was like the main thing.
Well, because I think they
Um,
walked back the borrowing thing, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Which was stupid. Like, let's be real. It was objectively stupid.
Yes.
But it was just crazy. But it was just bad. But so like ever since then though, they've just gone off the fucking deep end. Like
Yeah.
they keep getting their naming scheme even fucking worse.
Worse.
They what was the recent Halo game? Halo Infinite,
Infinite.
which by all accounts was pretty decent.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, it had decent multiplayer. Like that's a stepping stone, man. Like you
yeah.
brought back a franchise, and you could have like that. Like that's your foothold. That's your fucking foothold.
Yeah.
And like you. If you want to sell consoles, if that's your objective is you want to sell consoles, you have to focus on exclusives. I know
Yeah.
people get pissed off about it, but like that's the point of buying exclusives. Like cross-platform games aren't going to like you either have to get exclusives or you have to sell on like differences in how the console handles. And PlayStation and Xbox are too similar that it doesn't make a fucking bit of difference.
Right.
Nintendo at least is very different in almost everything that they do.
Yeah.
The Switch 2 is still very different than the PS5, even though all that stuff. So it just Xbox and now like they're really going into games as a service. And honestly, I don't think games as a service is going to have as big of an impact as they're hoping it is.
No.
Like you've already seen, like people are pushing back on like streaming platforms have been a problem now, and the industry is starting to figure, for the movie industry and TV industry is starting to figure some stuff out with it. But like streaming platforms are just basically new cable packages. Like
Yeah.
you're still spending the same amount as you did for cable, but now it's a bunch of different streaming services. With this, like with game streaming services, like game streaming is like internet is so all over the place to begin with. Like our infrastructure, I don't think can handle game streaming. That's why you have like you can download games with like Xbox, the whatever it is, Pass or whatever it is.
Game Pass.
I forget what it's fucking called. Game Pass. Thank
Yeah.
you. I know you started this by talking about Halo, but it bums me out that Microsoft had such a strong start with the original Xbox, and then even merging it over to 360, they got they had some good exclusives, but they mainly won with the services, and they should have continued on with that by adding more exclusives during the Xbox One era, and they didn't. They just kind of let it die, and
Yeah, and there was
it's so frustrating.
It's super frustrating because there's fewer and fewer exclusives every time, and even when they did, it was like, oh, cool, Gears of War 5. Like, I haven't cared about that since the third one, and I even barely cared about that one. Or like, hey,
look at like what Sony's been doing the last couple of years, right? What is it? So like even within recent thing, like Ghost of Tsushima has a sequel, Ghost of Yote. Ghost of Tsushima is a new IP.
yeah,
It's
Astrobot.
a newer IP. Astrobot, phenomenal. Fucking even God of War they reinvented in 2018.
Right.
A completely different style game, but kind of with the same feel.
Horizon.
Like, they are finding new way. Horizon Zero Dawn, the Horizon series, like they've created new IPs. Now I think they're probably due for some new IPs as well.
Yeah.
Now, like they like keep going with the series that you have, but maybe do some new IPs
Yeah.
as well.
The Spider-Man
and
games.
Spider-Man games.
They're
Also,
great.
Naughty Dog's coming out with a new game soon.
Yeah,
know,
the
it's,
space one?
Yeah, it's like that. I don't think it's called Interstellar, but it's something like that.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, right. But it just I don't know. It bums me out because Microsoft has all the fucking money in the world
Yeah.
and no fucking common sense on how to use it.
No. And they own Blizzard now. They own Activision now. And they're doing fuck all with it because they're like, when was the last thing you heard about Elder Scrolls 6? No, but everyone, they want to put all their money into Overwatch, which is like, was dead halfway through the life cycle of the first game. Or like the games as a service thing, like you said. Halo Infinite the single player was decent. I think they took some wild swings. Not all of them landed, but for the most part, it was at least visually a really nice step in the right direction. And then they tripled that with the multiplayer. Their multiplayer in Halo Infinite is so good. It feels like Halo 2 and 3. Like it feels like it should.
Yeah,
The visual style they brought back. Like they didn't do like Halo 4 and 5 had this kind of like Crisis art style where it was just way too hyper detailed, and they went back to what made like Halo art design, art style and visual language good. And the gameplay it was so the waters were so muddy, and they went back to like what made it right. But the problem is it's a games as a service game. So what they did was release a bare bones, barely functioning, not barely functioning, it functioned fine, but the features wise there was so little there, and they like sold the rest of the game to you as like season passes, and then people were like, this is stupid, I don't want this. And even though the game itself, the video game, the mechanics and stuff are excellent, everything's like locked behind like timed season passes for features that should have been there in the beginning. And I fell off. I'm a huge Halo mark. I fell off so fast from Halo Infinite, like I maybe the second season of it. And I was just like, this is dumb. I'm just going to come back when it's like season 10 or whatever, and all the features that I'm missing get put back in. And they've put some cool gameplay modes, and they've done some cool stuff with customization, and walked back a lot of the shitty business practices and predatory microtransaction stuff. And that's cool, but I feel like it's kind of too little too late. And like, you cannot flub your flagship series like that. You just can't. Like, it's just, there's a world where Microsoft gets bought, like, or not bought, but console exclusivity, like IP exclusivity, isn't a thing anymore. If Master Chief steps foot onto PlayStation, it's over. Like, I can't even fathom. I couldn't fathom that like 6 months ago, a year ago. Like, and like
it's just.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
Oh, it's just weird and surreal, and I know I got kind of macro with it, but on a micro level, booting up Ninja Gaiden 4 and seeing Xbox Studios while I have a PS5 controller in my hand just does something weird to my brain that I don't like. It's the only thing about that game that I don't like. Fucking that game slaps, by the way. Ninja Gaiden 4 is probably my game of the year. Just gonna throw it out there now.
Okay.
Which I can go there, or we can keep talking about Microsoft's shitty business practices.
No, we're good. I'm actually already starting to fade a little bit. So not saying we have to like stop, but I'm starting to get a little tired.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah. Sorry, you can finish what you were saying.
Yeah, I can move on then. Ninja Gaiden 4. Oh my god. It I haven't played a video game that feels so good to play since, probably, speaking of Astrobot, since I played Astro's Playroom. This game feels like what for character action games, what Astrobot is for platformers. It feels buttery smooth. It feels, it's difficult, sure, because it's Ninja Gaiden, but it feels fair. Like, whenever I was like, I did the wrong thing and died, I was like, shit, I mistimed my parry, or I jumped when I shouldn't have, or whatever. It didn't feel like, oh my god, this fucking game, like, you know, I died in 2 hits, and, you know, it's Platinum. So, like, their pedigree alone between Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance and Bayonetta and the criminally underrated Transformers Devastation, which, please play that if you the general you, not just you, Josh, although you should also play it. Nier Automata, like they know action games, and they made it feel like you can play the whole game like a Ninja Gaiden game, like a 3D Ninja Gaiden game, and you can probably get through it just fine. But then they've added these mechanics like that are like, oh, that's straight up from Sekiro. Oh, that's Devil May Cry. There's a lot of like they're pulling from other things that work really well, and adding it to the formula and the sandbox of the character. And holy crap, it's stunning. I'm only like 2 chapters in, and I'm like, or maybe like 3, and I'm so hooked. The visuals are cool, very different. It's like futuristic cyberpunk kind of world instead. New protagonists, all new characters. I think at some point you'll probably play as Ryu Hayabusa, but I haven't gotten there yet. New kid is, I mean, he's kind of edgy and whatever, but I like his character design. I like his play style. I do kind of wish there was like, and I don't know that there's not, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot of visual variety in terms of stages. Like so far, it's only been rainy, cyberpunk, hyper futuristic Tokyo, and a little bit of like cave, some cave stuff. But I want, like, I was saying this when I was streaming. I was like, I miss being able to like kill with reckless abandon under some beautiful sakura trees, you know, or like that more rural Japan. And can the sun come out, please? Maybe can we have a daytime level? Everything's so rainy and bleak, and it looks like Blade Runner, which is cool, but like I don't want it for the whole thing. That's my only gripe so far. And maybe, and I like I said, I'm not that far into it, much to my chagrin. I want to like just quit my job and play this game all day because it's so good. But I even had Polisa play it, and she like, it's like, she's like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like this because it's so violent, and I'm like, fair, but like you're basically killing like cyberpunk stormtroopers. Like you're not, you know, it's not like Mortal Kombat where you're ripping somebody's spine out and impaling them with it, you know. And so I put her on the lowered difficulty, which is still, you know, Ninja Gaiden, so it was still
a little challenging.
And she was doing the coolest shit and just like having a blast, and like it's so cinematic. And by the, you know, not even by the end, but like every time something cool would happen, she'd be like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, you know, like just she was getting so into it. And I can't recommend it enough. I think if this game hadn't come out, I think Ninja Gaiden Ragebound would have been my game of the year. Like these 2 latest Ninja Gaiden releases have been so good, and I'm not just saying that as a Ninja Gaiden fan. They're both excellent in different ways. If you want the 2D Ninja Gaiden, play Ragebound. If you want the 3D Ninja Gaiden, please play. Or if you like action games at all, play Ninja Gaiden 4. It's so good. It's so good.
Dude, so wait, which Ninja Gaiden are you talking about right now? 4 or Ragebound? I'm sorry.
4. I was just saying, if this game hadn't come out, it still would have been another Ninja Gaiden game that's probably going to make my game of the year. But this one,
I wish
is 4.
I had time to do this. I really wish we could have done something like A Tale of Two Ninjas, and I would have played Shinobi.
Yeah.
The same time you played Ninja Gaiden, and you could just do compare. You know what? I don't have time. God damn it! I have to play. I have to play Gravity Rush. I also got a review code for a game which we talked about streaming on here off mic, but just I knew there was going to be a lot, and also I don't know, I just wasn't feeling like being social with it. Like I wanted to kind of experience the game without having to be on, if that makes sense.
That's fair.
And then I believe I'm going to be starting a playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Remake again because did my buddy reply to that? Yeah, I think I'm going to be starting a replay of that for a friend's podcast. So I got stuff to do with the show. So
yeah.
I got games to play and stuffs to do.
A replay of a long RPG though instead?
I mean, I could honestly probably go do a little bit of both, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, that would be cool. I finally got my copy of Shinobi, so I'm looking forward to playing that someday. But I have too much stuff on my list too. But yeah, I would highly recommend to anyone, especially you, I want to talk to somebody about both of these, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound and 4, because they're both so good. This is totally the year of the ninja. We've got 2 new Ninja Gaidens. We got Shinobi. Bite the Shark has come to life. But yeah, my God, it's so good.
Sorry, I'm like, wait, how did I do this? Anyway, sorry, it was something popped up on my screen. Don't worry about it.
Porn ads.
It has what? Sorry.
I said it was those damn porn ads.
I mean, shh.
Are you telling me there aren't actually hot singles in my area?
It reminded me of something that I can't say on mic. I'll tell you off. Mic,
Oh
though.
my!
I can't say it on mic though, but
Okay.
I'll tell you. It's nothing to do with me and porn ads, but I got a funny story to tell you. I just can't tell it on mic.
Okay.
But yeah. Anything else you want to chat about? Because I'm starting to fade.
No, you're good. I will just throw out. I'll kind of rapid fire through some. Since this is our first one in November, I will say, surprising nobody, I did not get through my 31 spooky medias.
You started 2 or 3 days into October.
I did. I was like, I could totally do it. I don't know. I got ambitious. I think I like the idea more than the actually doing it. Or I grossly underestimated the time or overestimated the free time that I have to add new things, much less all the things I already was doing. However, it was a fun experiment. The experience point. Doing a bunch of spooky stuff for the month of October. I did some streaming of things. I had a blast playing the beginning of Dino Crisis. I had a lot of really funny moments.
That was fun watching you.
Yeah, like that part of that was so fun because you were there to watch, and we were just 7 deaths. That was fun, but
And the amount of innuendos for every screen transition.
yes, oh my God, I'm so proud of my title for that video on YouTube because it's just hold on to your butts, like the famous line from Jurassic Park. But because we kept talking about butts, and then on the thumbnail it's just like hold on to your butts.
Butts.
But yes, I got about halfway through the challenge, so to speak. I watched or experienced or read or played. I think it was like 17 or 18 out of 31, which was way more than I thought I was going to get. So I have a graphic in the works of putting a little review up for all of those, and I'll put up what I thought was the scariest one, what was the not scariest one, what was my favorite. And just out of ones that I haven't talked about yet on here, I watched The Descent, The Host, The Fly, They Live, beat Devil May Cry 5, another great game, and read the second book of Berserk, the second like collected deluxe big ass version, which I liked a lot more than the first one. Only ones of note was The Descent is a terrifying movie. The Host is a great monster movie made by the director of Parasite. And of course, because it's the director of Parasite, has also a lot to say about classism and wage disparity, and the real monsters were humans all along, like it always is. They Live. Do you know John Carpenter's They Live?
Yes, I've never seen it, but that's the one where he puts on the sunglasses and you find out there's like aliens.
Yeah, one of the most like probably iconic ideas or settings, I guess you could kind of call it a setting. I mean that scene where he puts on the sunglasses, I feel like I had seen it before I even watched this movie, where he puts it on and then all the billboards are like obey, consume, and there's this weird.
Yeah, I mean, people make me, and it also has that iconic line of like I'm here to do two things: kick ass and chew bubblegum.
Yes.
And I'm all out of bubblegum. Like that's a lot of like. There's a lot of memes and stuff and like quotes and stuff that come from it. So,
Yeah. And this movie came out within a few years of The Thing, which is like one of the greatest like horror movies of all time. And I set that all up to say I hated They Live. I hated it.
Oh, really?
Yes. I was so disappointed. I really thought I was going to like it more. It's the lowest piece of media that I have like officially reviewed yet. I haven't put the graphic out yet, but
Oh, wow.
I gave it like a 3 or a 3.5. Like I really did not like it. It was so
Wow.
boring.
That surprises me.
Me too. And I was like, did I just not get it? But it's just, it beats you over the head. Like there's no subtlety. It's so like, I think of the scene where it's like there's a guy taking out money to like buy something, and he puts on the glasses, and instead of the dollar bills, it's just all these pieces of paper that say, "This is your God," and it's like, oh wow, what's the messaging of this movie? And it's just so overt that it made me just like, okay. And it also just like, I didn't like the pacing of it. The performances were all wonky and weird, except for Keith David, who I didn't know was even in it, but he crushed it.
As he does.
That's all he does. And I just didn't care about it. I was like, yeah, we know capitalism sucks and everyone's being oppressed and controlled by the media. Okay. And it's like, the finale is so anticlimactic. Like everything is so anticlimactic in this movie that I was just like, I was falling asleep during it. I was like, oh my God, can something interesting happen, please? And I watched it, and I just kept looking. I was like, how much of this movie is left? How much, like, I don't know if I can make it through this thing. Like, and also just being so disappointed because my expectations were so high because I love The Thing so much. It may be a hot take, but I hated, like, I don't hate a lot of media, but I really did not like They Live. And I hate to say it.
It's funny. How can I put this? Your dislike. Now I have not seen They Live, so this is not me defending the movie.
Yeah.
But like the vibe I get is like you don't like how on the nose it is, right? Like it's not subtle at all. That really ruined a lot of it for you, right?
Yeah. I feel like I know what you're gonna say.
To me, it's like a similar reason why I don't like random certain things. Where it's like whether it's Dark Souls or otherwise, we're not going to rehash the whole Dark Souls thing. I know that's what you're going with. We're not gonna go there. I'm not gonna give specifics because that'll lead us down a rabbit hole. It's not important. But it feels like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like the one thing that people know something for. Like whether it's commentary or this and that, and then like you just don't enjoy it at all. Like I knew Dark Souls was really hard, but then the satisfaction of like beating that challenge is like what comes with it, and I didn't get that at all. And it's the same thing with like you with kind of like with the whole point of They Live is like capitalism is bad, and at some point you're like, oh my God, I know, stop, like you don't have to keep bashing me over the head with this. Bizarrely enough, I would say RoboCop is a more subtle version of that.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that like probably since I was a child, which I should have watched that as a child.
No, I mean that is like a much more subtle version of like ACAB and ACAB and like capitalism is bad. Like that there's that whole commercial of, I'd buy that for $1. Like that comes from that movie, and it's a lot more subtle. But at the same time, like I'm assuming you're a fan of like Starship Troopers, right?
Yeah, but that feels. I mean, that's supposed to be subversive, and it's a parody.
No, I get that. The point I'm trying to make though is it's directed by the same dude, if I'm correct.
John Carpenter?
Paul Verhoeven directed he directed Starship Troopers and
RoboCop.
RoboCop, and it feels like it's kind of like his thing to kind of do a little bit subversive, like commentary movies, right?
That's
he
funny.
he also did Total Recall.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He did
That's a
Total
fun one.
Recall.
I'll say.
He did Showgirls. He did Showgirls. Wow. That's funny.
Wait,
he also did Elizabeth, the one from like it's so bad it's good. Came out in 1995. Elizabeth Berkley of fucking Saved by the Bell fame is in it.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of something totally different.
Yeah, it's a very it's rated like NC-17 because it's so like sexually explicit or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh baby. Well, I mean, what is it? So according to the Parents Guide on IMDb, lots of toplessness, just lots of boobs everywhere. It's a strip club, so it's not surprising.
It's like From Dusk Till Dawn. There's titties everywhere.
Oh my gosh, so many things. There's like 60. There's not 60. There's like 30 or 40 different things. That's wild. I might have to watch this.
I'll have
Okay,
to add that to
actually,
my
never
list.
No, actually, okay, I can see why. There's a pretty gnarly grape scene apparently.
Oh
so,
God.
No, thank you.
That's why.
Oh my God, he also directed Basic Instinct.
Wow. With the
Oliver Hooven, you dog.
Wait, I'm doing it. Wait, I can't do it.
Oh, you're trying to do the like thing.
I'm sitting
I
too
was
close
like,
to
what are
my.
you doing?
I'm sitting too close to my table. I don't have enough room.
That's funny. He also directed a movie called The Hollow Man with Kevin Bacon in it.
Wait, haven't we talked about that?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, that movie's great, actually.
It's not rated well, but like, yeah, a brilliant scientist's discovery renders him invisible, but transforms him into an omnipotent, dangerous megalomaniac.
Yeah. Sounds about right. I mean, I think most people, if given the ability to become invisible, would probably turn into a horrible human being.
Oh my God, Paul Verhoeven really just does sex stuff. He did a movie in 2021 called Benedetta, and it's a 17th century nun in Italy suffers from disturbing religious and erotic visions. She is assisted by a companion, and the relationship between the two women develops into a romantic love affair.
Wow. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned became... Punish me, Daddy, I've been a bad girl.
This is fucking nuts.
That's
Oh,
wild.
that's funny. That's really funny. Anyways, Paul Verhoeven, go watch his shit.
I guess.
I
I should probably
not
give...
an endorsement, but
Yeah.
go try it.
I should give RoboCop another watch. I haven't... It's one of those movies that's like, I feel like I should see it. It's one of those sci-fi classics.
Absolutely.
But yeah, two thumbs way down for They Live. And I don't know. I could probably be convinced that it's all in my head by a good YouTube essay, but I don't know. I just I did not like it. It was just revealing. It was giving you the most basic information, but as if it was some grand reveal every time, and it was like, yeah, duh. In other news, fire is hot. It's like, anyway, last thing that I have that Police and I experienced this week is, do you know Tim Robinson, the actor? I Think You Should Leave.
Yes, he was in Shawshank Redemption.
No, I think that's
Tim Robbins.
Tim Robbins. Yes. No, there's a comedian named Tim Robinson. He did this Netflix sketch show called I Think You Should Leave, which is hysterical. He did a movie with Paul Rudd recently called Friendship, which is hysterical. Dark comedy. He kind of plays like this. He's almost like if Mr. Bean was a sociopath. So he's a bad person, but it's objectively funny.
Okay.
and kind of charming. Like he just has this, like, he's like a little kid who didn't grow up, He plays the same character and everything, but anyway, he has this show, new show called The Chair Company, and I literally knew nothing about it. I just heard it was really good, and I saw that it was him, and I was like, cool. He's probably gonna be playing the same character. So it's like 3 episodes are out now. That's a weekly release on I think Max. I think it's on HBO Max, and it's another like very funny dark comedy where he's like this. He's like this creative director or something for like malls. Like he helps design shopping malls, which like in 2025 is hysterical because they're all but dead. Yeah. And he has this mishap with a chair where he like in a presentation full of a bunch of people, he sits down on a chair and it falls over backward. Like something breaks and it falls over backwards. And then he starts obsessing over why this happened. He's looking into the company. He's like, I just want to leave a bad review so that because people are getting hurt out here. And he's like, everything is just so over the top. And as he's looking into this company, he's finding like dark secrets out about it. And he's like, this may be a front for like drug smuggling, and stuff starts to spiral out of control. Every character is weird. It's so funny. It's just bizarre. He like, he's the type of person where like, remember when you were like a kid and you got caught doing something you shouldn't have, and you just made up like the most random lie on the spot, like to try to get out of it?
I think I know what you're talking about. I actually don't know if I ever did. I definitely have done that. I don't know, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I have never lied before. But
I mean, I've lied, but I don't think it was ever like something so. I don't know. Anyway, continue. Not important. I know what you mean.
My equivalent of that is when I worked at my first job when I was 14. I worked at a McDonald's, and I would sneak nuggets all the time because, of course, they were there. I was just sitting in front of like 30 nuggets at a time, and I popped a whole big nugget in my mouth, and my boss came around the corner and started talking to me, and I had a mouthful of nugget, and I just like I swallowed it as fast as I could just to get it down. And he's like, "What are you eating?" And I was, because we weren't. Obviously, we weren't allowed to eat while we were making other people's food. And I was like, oh, no, it was gum. And he was like, that was a lot of gum. And I was like, I said, he's like, your mouth was full. That looked like a lot of gum. And the first thing I thought of to say was like, oh, it was bubble tape. Like, I just totally had like a huge mouthful of gum, like the size of a fucking like baseball, and I just swallowed it. and he clearly didn't believe me, but he didn't want to argue with it anymore, so he was just like, whatever, and he left. That's this guy, but as an adult.
Okay.
He's like, the one scene that I always think of is he was on the phone, and I forget what he was yelling at somebody. Somebody's trying to ruin his life, and he was yelling at somebody on the phone. But he's trying to keep all this stuff under wraps, and he's not telling anybody that could help him because he's insane. So he's yelling at somebody on the phone in his office, and somebody comes in and is like, "Hey, Ron, we got whatever," and he's like sheepishly like holding the phone, like looking like he got caught, and he's like, he looks at his phone kind of sideways, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, my phone just fucking zapped me." It's like, why would you think to say that? Like, he just makes, and Mr. Bean does this too a lot in the show, where he just like makes weird excuses for things to explain his weird behavior, but it's this guy as a sociopath, really. And it's very funny. I highly recommend at least the first couple episodes that are out. But the rabbit hole gets deeper and deeper as the show's going on, and I'm waiting for it to hit a fever pitch because or a climax or a low max because it's spiraling out of control. But that is it for me this week. Sounds like it's it for both of us for this week.
Yeah,
unless you had anything else.
I feel like I was a little bit more like distracted this week. I'm tired.
Yeah,
and it had nothing to do with you. I had a great time as always. You always know how to put out.
Hey. That's how we do.
That's how we do with the experience point.
You have to if you don't put out for your friends, are you really friends? On that note,
Yes, on that note, I gotta do some laundry tonight too before I go to bed. So I gotta peace out.
Word. Do some laundry with air quotes.
No, I actually do. Courtney has I have to switch over the laundry before I go to bed,
Yeah.
and I'm ready for bed now.
I know. I gotta get mine out of the dryer. Well, I appreciate your time as always and the convos as always. It was probably a good idea to not play that game because
Yes,
we had a lot to talk about. Yeah, it's been 2
we had
weeks.
a lot to catch up on.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Been a while. Butt rock. Well, I will talk to you when I talk to you. And for all those watching and or listening, thank you.
Excuse me.
Thank you, guys, gals, non-binary pals. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Go to therapy. And God damn it, play Ninja Gaiden 4. Please. Please play it. Good night.
Goodbye.